What's up, people? This is Brewing Daddy at it again. We're gonna be bottling up some Zombie Dirt by Northern Brewer. We're gonna crack one open and taste it and show you what it looks like as a finished beer. Let's get it. About to bottle up our Northern Brewer Zombie Dirt. And damn, it sure does look like dirt. But we got all of our, we got our fermenter ready here, sitting up on our stand. We got all our bottles here in our bucket. We got our caps in here. We got our tubing in here soaking in our iodine water solution. And of course we got our capper and we got our fizz drops. And couldn't bottle without a little bit of refreshment. Drinking a honey country pilsner here. This is another Northern Brewer creation. Very good beer. So we're gonna get started with this and get this Zombie Dirt bottled up so we can enjoy it in another 2 weeks. All right, so let's get all this out of here, get everything drained out. Let it air dry for a couple of minutes. And we'll be reusing this solution. All we've done is sanitize these bottles in here, so we'll be using this for our fermenter because we'll be brewing up something else here. I let this soak for a little longer than normal, so feel pretty confident. These are actually brand new bottles, so they were clean to start with, but still sanitized. And we got our caps down here. This time around I'm using Northern Brewer caps. Try to use different colors and designs, just so I know what I got going on. All right, that's everything. So we're gonna let this air dry for a few minutes, hook our hose up, and we'll be ready to roll. All right, so we got our bottles sanitized, our caps, everything ready to go. Got my hose on. I'm gonna be putting these Northern Brewer fizz drops in the bottles. I like to do it before I fill them. You can do it before or after, it doesn't really matter. Try to make sure your hands are clean when you're doing this. My hands have all been inside the sanitation bucket, so I'm pretty sure they're fairly clean, and I washed them beforehand. Sometimes you gotta force them in there. You always have a couple of these left over. I just save them, because if you ever buy a 5-gallon batch, they'll last for a little while, but if you ever buy a 5-gallon batch and you have enough of them, you don't have to buy fizz drops, which are an add-on for a company like Northern Brewer. Sometimes they're hard to get in there. I try not to put my hand in the bag. This particular pack looks like it has 4 extra in it. Over time they will be unusable. I've had some that I saved for a while that didn't look so good. I went ahead and got rid of them, just tossed them. They get all funky looking, but if you get all the air out and seal the bag up, leave them in the original bag, they'll be okay for a little while. You gotta brew a lot of 1-gallon batches to get enough for a 5-gallon, that's for sure. All right, so got 4 left. So I'll try to get all the air out. Zip that back up. And we'll take a little sip of our honey country pilsner just to rehydrate. You gotta be hydrated when you're bottling and brewing, that's for sure. All right, so we're gonna cut on our Put on a valve here. Let our hose fill up. Drop it down a little bit so it fills up all the air pockets. One thing we can do also to help is pull out our airlock also. So let's pull that out gently. That way you got some air coming to the top of the fermenter. All right, so we can start bottling here. Get them all filled up, and then we'll cap them. Take some time, you know, the higher you can get your fermenter, the better. You get it up high enough, then the flow will go pretty good. On these little 1 gallons with a small tube in it, it takes a minute. Try to get 12 out of it, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. May or may not. 2 down and 10 to go. You gotta be patient when you're bottling beer and brewing, that's for sure. If you're not patient, definitely not a good hobby. From start to finish, most of these recipes take 4 weeks, and there's usually a lot of work involved. So it's not something that happens overnight. I'm gonna tell you what, this is a really cloudy beer. It'll clear up a little bit during the last stage of fermentation in the bottle. It's pretty cloudy. I'm not surprised. The amount of hops that was in this thing was insane. But yeah, all my equipment come from either Northern Brewer or Midwest Supplies. This particular fermenter, I believe, is a Northern Brewer, but they're identical if you buy from Midwest. Midwest prices are a little bit less on a lot of their products. I kind of go back and forth, whoever's got a good sale going on. But we'll put a link to their websites in our description of the video if you guys want to check out their products. And this is a Northern Brewer recipe. I actually think I purchased it through Midwest actually, but it is made by Northern Brewer, at least has their name on it. That's 5 down, 7 to go. Like I said, you gotta be patient. So we'll finish filling these up, and then I'll be back with you. We'll start capping them. That was some hard work filling them bottles up. I think I need a little bit of a sip of something special. All right, so we're ready to bottle up these things. We ended up with 12. Got a little bit of crud left in the fermenter. That's ideal. That's how we want to do it. But let's get these bottled up. When I'm doing this, I'm trying to handle the surfaces that are going to be inside the fermentation area of the bottle the least amount as possible. I mean, you're not going to be able to avoid touching some things, but we do have a saying. We have to sanitize if we're going to tantalize the taste buds. So sanitation is very important, making sure everything's clean. Nothing worse than having a brew batch turn out bad because you got some bacteria in it and didn't sanitize properly. Sometimes it happens, even to the best of us. Very disappointing though when it does happen. bottle up. I got pretty good confidence in this batch. I think we're gonna have a really nice batch. Smells really good. Smells like it should. I actually was pretty excited to do this one. So I look forward to this one fermenting in the bottle, and we'll come back and we'll crack it open and we'll test it out with you, see how good it is. Have no doubt it's going to be a little bit cloudy, but that's okay. Some of the best beers out there are not clear, so I'm sure we'll enjoy it. All right, so 2 weeks later, we're going to be opening this up for you, testing it out, and seeing what we got. All right, so we got our zombie dirt, fully fermented, cooled from the fridge. Got a frosted glass. We're gonna crack it open and see how it turned out. Ah, I like the sound of that. It's got some good suds on it too. Looking good. I think we made a pretty good brew here. I can smell it already, and it smells pretty freaking awesome. That's how it's looking. Not very clear, but it's not supposed to be super clear. It's got tons of hops in it. Looks pretty good. Let's see how it tastes. Oh man, that is awesome. Definitely one of my favorites there. If you like a hoppy beer, you're really gonna like Zombie Dirt. I would highly recommend this one. We're gonna enjoy drinking this one. Oh man. We hope you enjoyed the video today. Hope we were able to share something with you. And if you liked it, subscribe, follow us, and share, please. And don't forget to visit brewingdaddy.com. We really appreciate it. Peace out.